This is Heather with the Old Schoolhouse, and this is the history of homeschooling. Today with me is LaNissir of the State Homeschooling Organization of Maryland. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Heather. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I would love if you could share a little bit about your organization and your involvement with it.
Yes, so I'm LaNissir James, and I'm the Executive Director of MACHE. We're the Maryland Association of Christian Home Educators, and we started in 1989. And we're just really excited for this 35 plus years of being able to support Maryland homeschoolers. It's exciting times.
So, wow, you've been around a while. Can you maybe share any of the origins of the organization, why it was started, who started it, or just the beginnings?
Yeah, so MACHE was always began, David Smith and John Schultz, their whole vision was to support and the legislative aspect of homeschooling in Maryland. And if you know anything about Maryland, Maryland has the beautiful umbrellas, which the churches are able to supervise homeschooling in our state. And we call them umbrellas. And so MACHE for years and years and years had curriculum fairs and support to those churches who were able to what we call supervise, if you will, homeschooling instead of people going to the state. And here we are 35 years later. We still have umbrellas. We have almost 350 umbrellas
Wow.
here in the state of Maryland. And we're just so grateful for an option for parents who just choose not to go the state route. And there are many, many umbrellas. So that's always been the most important part of MACHE, our legislative task force. And that has extended to, because they're reviewing our law in the COMAR, which is through the Maryland Department of Education. So our task force oversees kind of what's going on with the Maryland State Department of Education and the Maryland General Assembly. We just had our Capitol Day with over 700 people registered.
Wow.
And that's just the most important thing, I think, as we think about what the role of MACHE is. We just received a resolution on the Senate floor. The number one role is to protect homeschool freedom. And we're really excited to do that. And then after that becomes everything else in homeschooling, from homeschool education. We want to support homeschooling one-on-one, all aspects of it. And then, of course, community building and volunteering. And we're so excited to announce that we also have membership directly with
Oh,
MACHE.
wow.
So it's exciting.
That is wonderful. And I love that you provide so many resources to homeschoolers, but your focus right now is to remind us about what you do in the legislative aspect. And, homeschooling is legal in all 50 states, but there's work that needs to be done on the state organization side to make sure that still happens. And
Yeah.
you are just aware and constantly looking at what's going on to make sure that the freedoms are still there. And so that's just a wonderful aspect of your group, definitely. Um, so for those who might not know what the laws are, or how to go about finding an umbrella school, what kind of advice would you give to them?
They certainly can visit our website at machemd.org. That's MACHMD.org, because we're in the process of listing all of the the umbrellas on our website, and so that people can go on our website. And we also recently added on our website the intent to homeschool form. That's the
Mhm.
form you need in order to start homeschooling here in the state of Maryland. And sometimes it gets difficult to find the sheet. For some reason, the counties just don't make it available on their website. MACHE is committed to serving Maryland homeschoolers. And so we've put the intent to homeschool form on your site. It's a simple process. You fill out an intent to homeschool, you sign it, you exercise your parental right and your constitutional right to homeschool your child.
Wonderful. So if there's a new homeschool in your state right now, maybe they just started this year, what kind of advice would you give to them?
Yeah, definitely going to our website. We have a contact form on our website where we are able to answer your questions. So if you have special needs questions, we can send you to our special needs department. If you have high school questions, we can send you to our high school. Or if you're brand new, we're here to answer your questions. It's a simple process, but it can be a little quirky from state to state. It just seems like I should say state to state. I'm going to say county to county. As you go
Mhm.
around Maryland, people need extra support. So if you need help, we are here to help you. We'll walk you through the process of submitting that intent to homeschool form. Perhaps you're coming from a traditional school setting and need a little more support of how to withdraw. We'll help you with that. We're teamed up with Homeschool Legal Defense Association, and we're just, fighting side by side for your homeschool freedom and the ease that you have a right to make that decision to homeschool.
Well, for those watching, if you live in Maryland, I would definitely encourage you to go become a member of their site, just to support them and everything they do. But I'm curious, are there any member benefits for those who do join?
A lot of them, yes. So if you go to our website, you'll see not only do we have member benefits, we also have member savings. So we're in the process of adding more and more and more companies who are willing to give a special discount only to Machi
Wonderful.
members, which we're real excited about. So we want you to keep watching for our member savings as well as early entry to our graduation. We have
Oh,
a
wow.
convention coming up as well on May 15th and 16th, 2026. This will be the fourth year that we've had like a traditional convention with speakers and keynote and exhibitors. So we welcome you. We're always in Central Maryland. These past years, we've been in the Greenbelt, College Park area. And so we're just here to help everyone in the state of Maryland.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for everything that you do for homeschoolers, and we'll see you next time. This is History of Homeschooling.